Look, I know Paddy Pimblett is the green giant of 155 pounds. I know he has some of your guys' hearts for whatever reason because he didn't go out there and finish Tony Ferguson. Sure, he went out there and beat up Bobby Green, but he lost a fight against Jared Gordon. All right. Okay. Yes, he did slime out Michael Chandler, but look at Michael Chandler's career so far. Look at Michael Chandler's career. Genuinely, 2 wins in the UFC, by the way. It's all right. Benoit Saint-Denis is on an absolute run. He's on a run. And honestly, Paddy Pimblett's biggest moment of his career so far was him taking an absolute utter thrashing for 25 minutes. And personally, I don't think that you should be paraded for being able to take a beating. You know what I mean? I don't think that should be a metric on which somebody should be paraded around. Anyways, Paddy Pimblett is coming off of a loss against Justin Gaethje. 1-4 in his 4-1 in his last 5. Same stat for Benoit Saint-Denis. And yes, Benoit did lose to Renato Moicano. Doctor stoppage. That sounds like a joke. Doctor stoppage against Renato Moicano. But it did happen. It did happen. And yes, I believe in him. Absolutely. Do you guys not remember what he did to Marcio Ruffy? I would love to see the betting lines right now of Marcio Ruffy versus Paddy Pimblett. Genuinely. And you guys are sitting here saying, oh, Paddy Pimblett at plus 130 is a blessing. Paddy Pimblett at plus 130 is generational. Yeah, generational for the sports books. Okay, Benoit Saint-Denis is hovering around minus 140, minus 130, and I am nuking Benoit Saint-Denis via finish. I am nuking Benoit Saint-Denis via finish. Took out Dan Hooker. Took out Marcio Ruffy. Yes, he did get slimed out against. I still genuinely cannot believe that Benoit Saint-Denis lost to Renato Moicano. It honestly, it shocks me. It does worry me a little bit. But Paddy Pimblett has always been a little bit too full of himself, looking past Justin Gaethje, vaping in the back rooms, going out there and getting slaughtered. And look, let's not forget, because everybody wants to bring up the Paddy Pimblett Michael Chandler fight. Number one, let's not forget who Michael Chandler is. But number two, let's just not forget the frame mogging that was happening in this fight. Michael Chandler is 5'8", Paddy Pimblett is 5'10", but it looked like Paddy Pimblett was about 6'4". All right, the size difference was immaculate. It's not what it seems like on paper. But Benoit Saint-Denis matches Paddy Pimblett in that size and in that physicality. And like I was saying before, Paddy Pimblett has always been ahead of himself, looking ahead, and he's talking about Ilia Topuria, saying, I don't think Ilia Topuria will come back like he used to. Same point that I have, by the way. Same point. His entire philosophy, his entire mindset built on being invincible and believing that no one can beat him. That's why I've always said I'll beat him, and I still believe today that, all right, relax. Well, I know that I dropped a video saying that Fiziev would beat Ilia Topuria right now, but I genuinely don't believe Paddy Pimblett beats anybody in the top 15. Maybe the top 10. Maybe the top 10. Okay, but I truly don't believe Paddy Pimblett gets a W in the top 10. And I promise you that we will be seeing a Benoit Saint-Denis finish at International Fight Week. It's going to happen. Where is... Right here. All right. Yeah, Paddy Pimblett rank 9, by the way. Paddy Pimblett rank 9. BSD rank 5. No idea how you are still fighting up in the rankings after a performance like that. I mean, I know it is Justin Gaethje, but still, after a performance like that, no idea how you're fighting up in the rankings. But just to cover it for you guys, Paddy loses to Colton Salkid. I don't think we need to argue. Loses to Renato Moicano. I would say doctor stoppage. Loses to Marticio Scaramouche. He would just get out scrambled. Obviously, he loses to BSD. Max, come on. Charles, come on. Armand, come on. Paddy Pimblett is not a top 10 fighter. He's not. And sure, he'll take out Dan. But everybody else slimes Paddy Pimblett out. I don't think Paddy Pimblett is top 15 material at all. Again, he didn't finish Tony Ferguson. He lost a fight to Jared Gordon. lost a fight to Jared Gordon. And yes, guys, I know, you guys are saying, E-Rock, BSD got slimed out against Renato Moicano. Paddy Pimblett is not Renato Moicano. He's not. He's not Renato Moicano. Out of the last... Okay, I was going to say everybody that BSD has fought in his last 4 would beat up Paddy Pimblett, but that's just wrong because Beneil is here. I think 3 out of 4 of BSD's last opponents would run right through Paddy Pimblett. Okay, and you genuinely cannot convince me otherwise. We're going to be seeing a BSD smashing. Sorry, I just switched to my streaming setup. We're going to be seeing a BSD smashing. I promise. Everybody betting on Paddy Pimblett, genuinely delusional. Submission is crazy. I want to know what the cope is for you, for anybody picking Paddy Pimblett. Genuinely, I would love to know the cope. I would love to know it. Lost this fight. Couldn't finish Tony Ferguson. Congratulations, you finished Bobby Green. Took Michael Chandler to the 3rd round, by the way. Justin Gaethje assault on the brain cells, and a Benoit Saint Denis slime out is on the way. Again, took out Dan, took him out, smashed him. Took out Beneil, not even close. Like literally 16 seconds, not even close. Slimed out, fraud checked Marcio Ruffy, and we don't even need to talk about what he did to Kyle Propolek. We don't even need to talk about it. His career is not, hasn't really been on the best run. But this this Renato Moicano loss, it's not worse than not being able to finish Tony Ferguson or losing to Jared Gordon. So that's at least a piece of my critical thinking here. All right, Paddy Pimblett is done for. We're going to be able to see Paddy Pimblett and Luke Riley go down on the same night. It's going to be very historic. We're 1 out of 3 of these dudes leaving the UFC. Shamrock's gone. Now we have Luke Riley and Paddy Pimblett left. Luke Riley's about to get smothered by Kai Kamakia III. And then Paddy Pimblett is just going to get slimed out by the Special Operations France soldier, the Mbappe general, Benoit Saint Denis. All right, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. International Fight Week is right around the corner. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.